I'm Will Martin from the Dawson Co Tigers, and this is Blitz.
Welcome to Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at Dawson County High School, a second-year football coach for the Tigers, Sid Maxwell. Coach, always appreciate your time, and first of all, congratulations on a great start to the season. I can't imagine that being 5-1, 3-0 within region play would be any better than you could have anticipated.
Well, you always have high expectations, and hopefully the boys will perform, and they've done a great job this year. Really, really impressed with their effort and their come-to-work everyday approach.
Absolutely. Talk about, no coach is immune to turnover, and you lost, obviously your son was a huge playmaker last year on offense at wide receiver, so Tucker Maxwell, Hunter Mitchell, Andrew Golay, three big players amongst others as well that were key contributors. How is it that you guys have been able to kind of overcome some of that turnover and fill and plug other guys into these roles and have this kind of success?
Well, when you're trying to build a program, you have to take that next one in approach. Each year it's a building year, and then when it comes their turn, the older kids lay out that foundation, the expectations, and we're, right now we're actually, as we're training, we're actually working for next year's team too. I think to be successful, you can't just look at the present, you got to look beyond that to be able to have consistency throughout the years. And the guys coming in sort of allowed the foundation last year for us that the expectation has been set that this is what we need to do to perform at that level.
Absolutely. Your only blemish so far this year was a double overtime loss at West Hall. Heartbreaking game for you guys, but from our perspective, or from a lot of people from the outside looking in, it seemed like that really did a lot for the character of this team. Would you agree? And how do you kind of rebound after a tough loss like that?
Well, sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, and you hope you can overcome that. I mean, Coe had dislocated elbow after the first quarter, and we couldn't throw another pass, so it became one-dimensional. It's like a boxer breaking his hand. He could only throw one punch. So, we had to battle, and West Hall's a good football team, and when we could only do one part of our offense, it was in a dogfight till the very end, and we just came up short.
Do you feel like this 4-game win streak that you're currently on heading into Week 9, does that have anything to do with the way that your team has kind of battled that adversity stemming from that loss and the character of the team?
Well, I think they definitely didn't drop their head after the loss, and again, I think it's all about having a system and having these young men believing in the system, and that the fact that their ability to just look at each play is the most important play. That's sort of what we sing to them, and whatever happened in the past, you can't do anything about it. So we have to keep moving forward, and this week's another challenge for us.
Now, you mentioned Coe having the dislocated elbow in that West Hall game. It would appear as last game that I would assume that obviously he can throw the ball pretty well right now and is having some incredible results just like last year. But are we even seeing him at 100% right now?
Well, he's getting his way back to 100%. I mean, he still is unable to lift weights and do some things, and we minimize his throwing during the week. I think he's just got released today to start continuing on to the weight training and starting to throw more. And it's just and what happened to him that time when dislocated, came back, but one of the tendons crossed over in the wrong spot, so he couldn't extend his elbow. And so he kept trying to throw, and he says, I can't throw, I can't extend my elbow, and we didn't know what was going on. And then so doctors came in and saw that they had to put that back into place, and he was able to gradually get back, and each week he's getting better.
Yeah, it's phenomenal to see how he's played. 42.2 points on offense this year on average for you, 17.3 allowed on defense. There's not many teams in the land right now that's playing dominantly on both sides of the ball like you guys are. How easy does that make it for you as a coach when it seems like you're firing on all cylinders?
Well, obviously, you definitely are proud of the guys and their efforts, and you accept the fact that we've done well. But at the same time, I'm not big into numbers. I'm into next week and this week with with Esau, and it's just great. Each play, we want to try to score every time we touch the ball and driving. And on defense, we want 3 and out, and that's the approach we take at practice, and that's our singing phrases. And to be successful, you got to get the ball back to the offense. And we play pretty fast, so our defense has to play a lot of football.
Now I know you said you're not big on numbers, and I know you're not many coaches that have your kind of success look too far ahead. But as it looms now down the stretch, you've almost punched the ticket to guarantee another spot to state. But potentially looking week 11 at a matchup here on the home field with GAC, number 1 team in the state, for a potential region title game. What do you tell your guys closing out down the stretch in these last 3 games?
Just our goal is to get 1% better each week, all 11 of them. That's our goal. And then as we go out and fire bullets when we get out to play and give it your best shot, it doesn't matter who you play. It's about focusing on execution. For 48 minutes, the best team that wins is the one who executes. Yeah. And it doesn't matter who you're playing at that time. If you don't execute, you're going to either come up short.
Well, Coach, thank you again so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you close out the season strong, and we will be here against as you take on GAC in that final game of the regular season, and hopefully see you make another deep state playoff run.
Well, I appreciate it, and thanks for all you do.
Thanks, Coach. Make sure you check out our interview with 2 of the Dawson County Tigers, junior quarterback Coey Watson and senior linebacker Luke Martin here on Blitz.